Hello, friends. My name is Tony Boehm, and if any of you watched the introductory video about who I am, you'll know a little bit about me. In the 3D world, I have a master's in nursing. I was a nurse practitioner. I was a minister for 30 years, still am. But more importantly, I am a soul on a journey. A soul on a journey to soul mastery. I'm evolving through the levels of a being and becoming more and more awake and aware of what this means. So this video is going to be a series of videos that is truly about a course in soul mastery, alchemical transformation, truly. That if you were not awake when you started, you will be awake when you finish it. I am not a teacher. I am just a guide. I too am finding my way through this maze of dimensions. But I am awake and I am moving in those inner dimensions. So this is an experience of a triumph in frequency. And together we are going to move beyond the intellect into an experience of frequency in a way that perhaps might be new to you. So I just invite you to sit back and listen and just be present to the energy field that is here. I'd like to share with you a few definitions so that we might be on the same page together. And the first definition has to do with energy, vibration, and frequency. Energy, vibration, and frequency. The next set of definitions are going to be about third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. Now, those will be on another video. I'm just telling you that so you'll be prepared. So let's look at energy, vibration, and frequency. We are an energy field. We are energetic beings. We may look solid, but we are energetic beings. So we are a field of energy. Every cell of our being is vibrating, and they vibrate at different rates. The liver vibrates at the vibration of the liver. The heart vibrates at the rate of the heart. But every cell of our being has substance, life, and intelligence. Substance, life, and intelligence. What does that mean? Well, let's go back to energy first and see what energy is. Energy, a metaphysical definition, is energy is the divine substance that underlies all manifestation. The divine substance that underlies all manifestation. But from a physics perspective, energy perhaps constitutes a wave, either as in sound waves or in an electromagnetic field, such as in a radio, when you can tune the frequency of a radio to a field and you'll get that broadcast. And energy is usually measured per second. And the frequency of energy is the speed of that energy. We'll get to that in a minute. So energy, from a metaphysical perspective, the divine substance that underlies all manifestation. Now let's go back to the cells of our body. Every cell of our body is alive with substance, life, and intelligence. That substance, the divine energy that underlies all manifestation. We can tap into that energy. We can shift that energy. It's connected to our DNA. It's about who we are. The life is the perfect pattern. Every one of us has a perfect pattern of life inherent with every cell of our being, in every cell of our being. How do we know this is true? We know it's true because if you've ever had a cold, you've gotten over it. The body heals itself. If you ever had a broken leg, the body heals itself. The body has an inherent pattern of life, and it knows how to heal itself. When we are vibrating at the highest level, at the fifth dimensions and above, we are in that perfected body where there is nothing to heal because it is all perfection. So life, substance, life, and intelligence. And here's the thing. The body has the intelligence, an inherent universal intelligence connected to the wisdom of the universe, for we are all Everything is interconnected. So this energy that we are lives in every cell of our body as substance, life, and intelligence. The inherent wisdom to know what to do, not only from an intuitive guidance, but from the capacity to heal ourselves through the perfect pattern. Otherwise, for those of you who believe in prayer, how else could prayer work? It can only work through this. So we have energy, and then we have vibration. Vibration is the motion of energy. Energy has to be put into motion. At our airport in Kansas City, there is this depiction of a sculpture of a person laying down, and it's actually called Person in Motion or something to that effect. And it's the person laying down, then the person getting up, and then the person taking action. But it's through a sculpture. And so but in order for energy to be moved, it must have a vibration. It must have a vibration. And we have centers within our being. In Eastern, they say we have 7 chakras. In Western, through New Thought, such as teachings by Charles Fillmore, 20th century mystic, he says we have 12 energy centers and more, but 12 major within our body. But these have to be put into motion. They're actually lying dormant. And part of the work of moving from 3rd dimension to 4th dimension to 5th dimension is taking these power centers and getting them into a vibration that lifts us higher. And frequency is the speed at which energy moves and vibration occurs. So the higher the frequency, the greater the light. And frequency is known to hold light and knowledge and wisdom. So the higher the vibration that we live and move in, the higher the frequency that we live from. So the purpose of our experience together through this course in soul mastery and alchemical transformation is to discover at a greater depth the dominion of who you are. Not from a religious context, but from a universal intelligence context. Because there is a universal intelligence at work in our life. And that universal intelligence is desiring that we lift our energy, our vibration, and our frequency, and take on more knowledge, more frequency, more light. That we literally lift these bodies and become vibrational light beings. And so part of what this is all about has to do with a word that we banter about in 3rd dimension, and that word is love. I hear people as I go around and teach, and I go all over the United States and internationally, I hear people talk about, oh, love, everything is love. But at the slightest little affront or confrontation, they get angry and where's love? Oh, so love is conditioned? Love is a conditional love based on only if I'm in satisfied? No, love is a harmonic resonance field. It is a field of energy that holds a harmonic resonance. And in that field, when you be that field, there can only be a sense of peace, a sense of conscious neutrality, that all is well. And even in the midst of discomfort, there is a sense that all is well, that a greater power, intelligence is at work. So it's not a 3rd dimensional love, but it's learning that there is a 4th and 5th dimensional harmonic resonant field that binds together the whole human family in a field of resonance and holds us in that harmonic resonance. That is love. So the octave or frequency that you attune to and that is being shared with you as I'm working here is a vibration that is held from a higher level of that field. So as we work together, you're going to be hearing me speak of things such as invoking Invocation. I'm going to be talking about attunements and alignments and initiations. I don't mean these things, friends, when I talk about them, because I've been on my spiritual journey for 40 years, over 40 years now. And in the beginning, I was very aware of New Age fluff and not being grounded, which takes you to a place of being airy-fairy. But in the years that have ensued, I have found myself to be a very grounded being. And because of experiences that have happened, that which I am sharing with you comes from a sense of being grounded, knowing who I am, knowing what I am in truth, knowing what I am as the Word, knowing what I am as an eternal being. And so these words that I use now come from a place that are meant to lift us all higher. So invocation means nothing more than to bring to remembrance. So we're not invoking something outside of ourselves. We're calling forth in remembrance. When we invoke the presence and power of the universal intelligence, spirit, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, Nirvana, whatever you call it, we are bringing to remembrance that which we already know. Invocation. When I say, well, we're going to do an attunement. An attunement, literally, is a vibration encoded in sound. All sound is a vibration, and the vibration has encoded in it certain frequencies that will call forth healing from those cellular memories. So be open to the healing. So because the vibration lifts and imprints through a conscious energetic adjustment. I know this because I've been practicing the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic for 25 years. And it is absolutely a vibrational healing prayer because of how it lives in me. And in one of these videos, you will get to experience that. And so whether I say attunement or whether I say alignment, that is what I mean. It's a conscious energy adjustment through vibrational accord and resonance. A resonance that lives in me that I know is true. And when I talk about initiation, initiation means to admit to a group through ritual. To admit to a group through ritual. And so it is that by the two of us joining together, the three of us, how many are ever listening, we are joining together in an initiatory process of soul growth, of soul evolution, of soul mastery, of knowing that alchemical transformation is taking place. All it requires is a sense of surrender. A sense of surrender, a field of expectant awareness that there is something here that can call forth something in me to create a space for conscious and collective agreements to participate in this experience without giving up any of your own power. I really want to say that. So when the mind operates in the knowing of a truth, as much as we can ever know truth, the higher we understand and know, and the more frequency and light we bring to that knowing, creates, of course, a higher vibration. And the cells of the body pick up that higher resonant vibration, which is being emitted, and they actually go into agreement, into alignment with it. And so one of the things that I love as an attunement is done by Paul Selig, and it is called I Am Word. Word, I am word. Word, I am word through this being. Word, I am word through this body. Word, I am word through this knowing of myself as vibration. Word, I am word. As knowing of myself. As intention to know myself. Word, I am word. And word is just the activity of the universal intelligence. In John 1, it says, in the beginning was the word. In the beginning was the universal intelligence. In the beginning was the movement of that universal intelligence that went forth to create. So at times I'll say I am word. Sometimes I will say I'm here. Sometimes I will say I'm in truth. Sometimes I will say I am now in the presence of pure being. I am now in the presence of true being. And guess what? The whole reason we're doing this is because we are working to release perceptional Velcro. That's what I like to call it, perceptional Velcro. The Velcro that has attached us to old beliefs, old perceptions, old thoughts, negative ideas of who we are. That's actually not just individual, but a collective consciousness that we hold. That's a cultural perspective. And not only do we hold them in our cellular memories, we believe that they are so true that we believe that we are right often. And no one else can be right because we know this is true. This is true about my culture. This is true about my country. This is true about my family. This is true about my ethnicity. This is true about my gender. And guess what? There comes a point on the path where we know that we know. And even more, we know that we don't know. And so as we go through and we're doing these attunements, you're going to start to feel some shifts within your being. You might feel like your body is elongated. You might feel that you're no longer who you thought you were. And really what's happening is you're attuning to higher frequencies. Your body may ache as you release. I am word. I am word, word, I am word. And so as we bring this beginning segment to a close, I would like to leave you with an Aramaic chant. I will say it first, and then I will sing it for you. And in this chant, it means these things that are said from age to age, time to time, forever, they are true. Forever they are true. These are not truths that I have made up. These are now truths that are coming into remembrance. You know, my soul's purpose is I am a midwife for the birthing of the soul's remembrance. And everything I do, I weigh it against, will this call forth a remembrance of the soul in the one who is attracted to this teaching? So if you desire, just close your eyes and listen. Listen to this vibrational attunement, alignment, and invite it to go down into your cellular memories and to break up any old memories, perceptional Velcro that you might still be attached to, and let it do its work in you. Thank you. Thank you. We will have the next video, which will be about third, fourth, and fifth dimensions, the signs, the symptoms, how to recognize it, what happens as we move and grow through them. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Matal Delahay Melkuta. Wahaila Watesh Bukta. La Alam Almeen. Amen. Allow the vibrations of that ancient Aramaic, one of the two oldest languages, Sanskrit and Aramaic, the language that the master teacher Jesus spoke. Allow those vibrations to go into your cellular memories and do their greater work. And now I will chant these words. And when I say chant them, the last chant, the last sound, the last vibration, I will wait a few minutes and then say goodbye. Matol de la he melkuta wa haila wa tashbukta lalam amin amin la halam amin amen. Matolele he melkuta wa haila wa tashbukta lalam amin amen la alam amin amen. Matolele he melkuta wa haila wa tashbukta lalam amin amen la halam amin amen. Ashmi.